Let's talk about how to send friend request with a note in EasyAdder. If you look over here to your right, you'll find your send options, and the first tab is the criteria. These are your global settings, and you want to decide whether or not you want EasyAdder to run in human mode or in bot mode. Human mode will allow EasyAdder to click on things in the background and submit forms as if a human were actually working with the account rather than a bot, and bot mode will not. You can tell it to sleep for however many seconds you want it to sleep for, and you can tell it to skip profiles that have not logged in for the last however many days you want to enter over here. 7 is the default. We can also decide the maximum number of profiles to process by using this slider bar and setting it to the number that we want. And we can tell it whether or not to notify us if a caption image is encountered. Now down here at the bottom where it says send, you'll find a drop-down menu that gives you several options: friend requests, comments, bulletins, and so forth. You want to make sure you click on friend requests, and that will pop up the request box that allows you to send a note with a friend request if you choose to. And if you do, make sure that you have this box checked. You can enter your note here, and you'll always want to say something relevant to whatever niche you're working in or whatever this profile is for, and something that doesn't sound too spammy. Compliment them or their page, or ask them to take a look at something on yours. And you can decide whether or not you want to work with all active accounts simultaneously. And remember, our active accounts are listed over here in the active accounts box. Now we need to click on options and select a few options. We want to decide whether or not we want EasyAdder to send duplicate requests or not, and you probably don't, so you probably want to have this checked. And we'll decide whether or not we want assistance with capture images. This assistance is provided by a third party. You can check out more about it on our website at TheToolSmith.com. And if you don't want assistance, just uncheck this. Either way, EasyAdder will try to bypass some of the captchas on its own, and if it hits one that it can't, you will have to enter the captcha if you don't get assistance. If you do get assistance, then the captcha will be entered for you by the third-party service. If you do want assistance, you need to make sure to enter your API code and select paid API code. You can click here to purchase an API code, or you can click here to register for a free one. Once we've decided on all of our options, we'll go over here and we will click send. And EasyAdder will show you down here that it's logging in and loading profiles. First friend request was successful, and it's going to continue to move through the profiles that we have. And you'll notice down here that there's a blacklist. This will prevent EasyAdder from sending duplicate requests to people who've already rejected. So you can add to this if you want to by clicking add. And you'll see your profiles here that have been blacklisted, and you can enter an individual one here if you like, or you can import a list. So that's it, pretty easy. And I'm going to stop this for a minute and let it run so that you can look at some of the stats, and I will start the video back up in just a minute. Okay, I've let EasyAdder run for a few minutes, so now you can take a look at how the stats are changing, and you'll see that I've got 17 successful sent friend requests. One was a private profile. 5 of them don't accept bans, and there were 5 capture requests. One of them was solved by our third-party service for us because EasyAdder couldn't get past that one, but it did get past 4 of the others, for a total of 23 that we've gone through. So these are what your stats will look like, and you will see exactly what has happened with each account that EasyAdder comes across and sends a friend request to, and if it can't, why it wasn't able to, like, over here doesn't accept bans or whatever the case may be. But that is how to send friend requests with a note.